Well, Seattle Seahawks, they had a tough test on their hands tonight. In their first home Thanksgiving game, Seattle welcomed their division rivals from San Francisco, and it was a tough game from opening kickoff. Our sports team is live in Seattle tonight. Guys, Seattle had their hands full right from the get-go.
That's right, Jordan. It was the first Thanksgiving home game here at Lumen Field. Packed house. You had LED light show. You had a halftime performance. So the event lived up to the hype, but the Seahawks did not.
No, the offense doing nothing. They have not scored an offensive touchdown in 7 quarters now. Geno Smith was sacked 6 times, only 220 total yards on the afternoon. Certainly a performance they're going to want to forget really soon.
The Seahawks last played on Thanksgiving in 2014 against these same San Francisco 49ers. This was one Seattle would like to forget. Deebo Samuel gets the scoring started for the Niners. He rumbles ahead for the touchdown. Seahawks fall behind in the first quarter. Seattle also had no answer for San Francisco running back Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey had 114 yards and a pair of touchdowns. This was his most impressive run of the night. Now, the Seahawks were down 24-3 at half, but they showed some life in the second half. Jordan Brooks, right place, right time for the interception, the pick six, the touchdown. Seattle cuts it to a 2-score game. But it wouldn't get much closer than that. Fourth quarter, San Francisco with the ball. Brock Purdy drops back, dials it up for his buddy Brandon Aiyuk. This was the nail in the coffin for the Seahawks as Seattle falls 31-13.
We still felt like we had a chance to come out there in the second half and kind of turn things around, and I felt like we did, but it just wasn't enough. We got the ball moving a little bit in the second half. We got in the red zone. We didn't finish, but I just feel like, we got to be consistent throughout all 4 quarters. And like you said, we got to start faster. And I don't know exactly why it didn't happen the way it should have or we felt like it would have. But that's something we got to correct.
You can't come out and let those guys get momentum and jump up and, try to fight your way back in the game. Because at the end of the day, when you got to throw the ball, those guys are ready to rush. And when they're up, they can run the ball and, kind of play their game. So for us, we need to start faster, collectively as a team. And we got to play complementary football. That's really all it really is.
Well, we got to show we got plenty of chances. We got plenty of chances coming up. This is playoff time every week, and we got plenty of chances with the teams that we'll play in the next month that are going to show us where we are and where we fit with all that.
So 2 straight losses for Seattle and now 2 games back of first place of the NFC West. So the road's not going to get any easier from here. They have Dallas next Thursday night. That certainly looks like a team that you do not want to be playing this time of year. They blew out Washington earlier this afternoon.
Well, yeah, guys, and I think Pete Carroll said it best. There's still opportunities to try to make a playoff push, but this is not the same Seahawks offense that we saw last year. Geno Smith last year, who looked fluid and comfortable with the Seahawks. It seems like a different story this year. What did you see tonight?
Well, I think it was indicative right in the first quarter when the Seahawks left that first quarter with 0 net yards. Geno Smith had a play where he tripped over Zach Charbonnet in the back of the end zone here. That was kind of how the night went for the Seahawks and how stagnant they've been for the last 2 weeks. And like Alex said, doesn't get any easier with some of the best teams in the NFC on the schedule ahead.
Yeah, and also Geno did say in the press conference that his arm wasn't bothering him. He was questionable coming into this game. Now, whether it was actually bothering him or not, that's only for basically him and the coaching staff to really know at this point. But he looked fine out there. It's just, I'm not sure what's wrong with this offense. It's just not clicking right now, especially you got some great receivers out here, but that defense of San Francisco is elite. We know that.
All right, you guys. Well, you guys some great reporting. We'll check back with you guys a little bit later on in the show. Thanks so much. We know you've been busy today.